We are staying on top of breaking news surrounding the Idaho college student murders. The suspect allegedly responsible, Bryan Kohberger, on his way back to Idaho after being extradited from Pennsylvania early this morning. Now, once he is back in the state, authorities can legally release the arrest affidavit, which is expected to contain key details about where Kohberger was, what led police to identify him as a suspect, and ultimately then arrest him. Shaakirrah Sanders is a law professor at the University of Idaho College of Law, joins us live to talk about what happens next. Shaakirrah, thank you so much for giving us your time. So we learned yesterday Kohberger himself has not seen this affidavit that ultimately led to his arrest. Is that standard?
It's unclear to me whether that's a little bit unusual because Kohberger was not in the state of Idaho, or whether that is standard operating procedure for Idaho authorities. Either way, he's going to have to see it pretty soon.
All right. So what kind of information are we expecting to learn in this affidavit once it is ultimately released?
We should learn what are the facts and circumstances that led law enforcement to the conclusion that there was probable cause to arrest Kohberger for the murders of these 4 undergraduate students at the University of Idaho.
All right, so Professor, there's this new body camera footage. You know, we've shown it throughout rush hour. It shows Kohberger and his father pulled over in Indiana. There are vague mentions of a mass shooting. There's nothing specific. Should that have been enough to raise a red flag for the officers involved here?
It's really unclear what Indiana officials would have known or could have known at the time of that traffic stop that would have given them any information that perhaps there was probable cause for Kohberger with regards to these murders. Certainly, Idaho officials weren't releasing any information at that time to the public.
That's very true. And we know Indiana is, of course, very far from Idaho. But Professor, a lot of people are wondering here how police stopped this white Hyundai that apparently the entire country was searching for. Didn't stop it once, stopped it twice, and Kohberger was let off with a warning both times. How does that happen?
I have no idea. Certainly, we have to learn from Indiana officials. Why is it that this individual was allowed to proceed along to Pennsylvania? I'm not sure if they have an answer for that. It's really unclear what Idaho officials would have provided to Indiana officials at that time.
And Professor, before we let you go, let's go back to the fact of, Kohberger being extradited from Pennsylvania back to Idaho. He did waive that hearing. What is the strategy there? What is the strategy of waiving the hearing versus taking the extra time that so many times we will see suspects do? They will try to fight extradition.
Well, some people will tell you that probable cause is a very low standard. So as long as there was actual probable cause, there probably was not very much ground for Kohberger in terms of preventing his extradition. Pennsylvania has a law on the books that allows for extradition of criminal suspects to another state. So it very well could have been the advice of his attorneys that the extradition was inevitable. Either way, from what we've learned from Kohberger so far, he plans to fight these charges and take this case to court and prove his innocence. It's unclear what we're going to learn before then because a gag order has been issued by a magistrate judge in this case.
Yeah, we will certainly see. All right, law professor Shaakirrah Sanders, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.